In this podcast episode, Dr. Paul Conti, a psychiatrist, delves into the concept of mental health and how individuals can achieve the most mentally healthy version of themselves. He emphasizes that a mentally healthy individual approaches life with agency and gratitude, which are underpinned by empowerment and humility. Conti explains that the structure of the self consists of the unconscious mind, which processes millions of thoughts and actions per second, and the conscious mind, which is what we are aware of and use to engage with the world. The unconscious mind feeds information to the conscious mind, allowing us to navigate daily life. Conti introduces the concept of defense mechanisms, which are unconscious strategies that protect the conscious mind from fear, confusion, and despair. These defenses help individuals cope with challenging emotions and situations. He compares the complexity of mental health to physical health, noting that as individuals strive for mental well-being, things should become simpler. Just as physical health involves specific adaptations like endurance and strength, mental health focuses on achieving agency and gratitude. By understanding the structure and function of the self, individuals can work towards a healthier mindset. The character structure is described as a nest that surrounds our conscious mind and defense mechanisms, shaping how we engage with the world. Our character structure determines aspects of our personality, such as trustworthiness, tendency to avoid problems, and use of humor. These predispositions influence our behavior and decisions, ultimately shaping our sense of self. Conti emphasizes the importance of understanding and evaluating our character structure to lead a more harmonious life. By examining our predispositions, defense mechanisms, and interactions with the world, we can gain insight into our motivations and behaviors. Anxiety plays a significant role in character structure, as it can indicate underlying issues or traumas that impact our mental health. Some level of anxiety is normal and can help us stay vigilant, but excessive anxiety can be detrimental. By exploring the roots of anxiety, including genetic factors, past traumas, and cognitive patterns, we can address and improve our mental well-being. Confidence is described as the ability to trust our predispositions and potentialities in different scenarios. It involves believing in our abilities to navigate challenges and respond appropriately without compromising our sense of self. Confidence is influenced by state dependence and phenomenology, as our mindset and subjective experiences shape our perception of ourselves. Conti also touches on the concept of narcissism, highlighting the importance of maintaining a balanced view of oneself. While confidence is essential for self-assurance and success, excessive narcissism can lead to unrealistic self-perceptions and hinder personal growth. A psychologically healthy individual strives for confidence without veering into narcissistic tendencies. Conti emphasizes the importance of understanding the self in order to address issues like lack of confidence, negative beliefs, and internal narratives. Lack of confidence can be state-dependent or specific to certain areas of life. By exploring the individual's experience and history, therapists can identify underlying factors contributing to these issues. Trauma, early life experiences, and unconscious beliefs can all play a role in shaping a person's self-perception. Beliefs and internal narratives are crucial aspects of the self that can impact mental health and well-being. Conti highlights the challenge of changing deeply ingrained beliefs and patterns of thinking. By understanding the origins of negative beliefs and narratives, individuals can work towards replacing them with more positive and empowering thoughts. Conti addresses the reluctance of some individuals to explore the self and engage in introspection. He emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and taking responsibility for one's actions and thoughts. The function of the self involves becoming aware of defense mechanisms and how they influence behavior. By recognizing unconscious patterns and working to change them, individuals can improve their mental health and overall well-being. The function of the self also involves engaging in behaviors that align with personal growth and development. Conti discusses the role of action in shaping the self, highlighting the importance of practicing altruism, empathy, and other positive traits. He emphasizes the need for individuals to actively work towards change and growth, rather than expecting instant transformation. He acknowledges the role of therapy in helping individuals navigate the complexities of the self. He emphasizes the importance of finding a skilled therapist who can guide the process of self-exploration and growth. By addressing underlying issues and working towards positive change, individuals can improve their mental health and overall quality of life. Conti delves into defense mechanisms, which are unconscious processes that protect individuals from facing uncomfortable truths or emotions. He provides examples of defense mechanisms such as projection, displacement, and projective identification. Projection involves attributing one's own negative feelings onto others, while displacement involves redirecting emotions from one source to another. Projective identification is when one's emotional state influences others around them. Conti highlights how defense mechanisms can be both positive and negative. For instance, altruism can be a healthy defense mechanism, while sarcasm and cynicism can be harmful. He explains that humor can be used as a defense mechanism, but it can also be a form of aggression when used to belittle others. The conversation shifts to the role of salience in shaping our experiences. Salience refers to what captures our attention and influences our thoughts and actions. Conti gives an example of how negative internal narratives can become salient, leading to self-destructive behaviors. He emphasizes the importance of shifting salience towards more positive and constructive thoughts. He then addresses a scenario where individuals repeatedly make poor decisions in certain aspects of their lives despite being aware of the negative consequences. He suggests that this repetition may stem from a complex interplay between the individual's defensive structure and their function of self. The defensive structure may shift depending on the situation, leading to different patterns of behavior. On the other hand, the function of self includes the awareness of the self, defense mechanisms in action, salience, behavior, and strivings. Behavior is how we act in response to internal and external stimuli. Strivings are our desires and goals for the future. By exploring these aspects of the self, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of themselves and make positive changes in their lives. Conti emphasizes the importance of exploring all aspects of the self to uncover unhealthy defense mechanisms and unconscious motivations that may be driving repetitive behaviors. By delving into the structure and function of the mind, individuals can gain insight into their thought patterns, behaviors, and motivations. This process of self-inquiry can lead to greater self-awareness and ultimately positive change. Generative drive is described as an inherent drive within individuals to explore, create, and improve their lives. It is a fundamental aspect of human existence that propels individuals forward in their pursuit of happiness and fulfillment. While generative drive can manifest in different ways for different people, it is a powerful force that can lead to growth and personal development. Conti explains that drives such as aggression and pleasure are also integral to human nature. Aggression is not solely about violence, but can also be a drive for agency and change. Similarly, the pleasure drive encompasses a desire for gratification and relief. These drives, when balanced and channeled effectively, can contribute to a sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. By tapping into this generative drive, individuals can cultivate a sense of curiosity, wonder, and a desire to make the world a better place. Conti explains that the generative drive is aligned with agency and gratitude, and when individuals are able to tap into this drive, they can experience a sense of goodness and fulfillment. He believes that this drive is present in all humans and can be nurtured through self-reflection, understanding, and taking action aligned with one's values. Conti also addresses the issue of distractions and procrastination, noting that many people struggle to prioritize tasks that require effort or challenge. By recognizing the underlying reasons for avoidance and making conscious choices to engage in meaningful activities, individuals can overcome barriers and tap into their generative drive. He explores the spectrum of generative drives in individuals, noting that some may have a high level of drive to create and achieve, while others may struggle to engage in meaningful activities. He emphasizes the importance of understanding one's own drive and finding ways to nurture and channel it in a positive direction. Conti explains that the generative drive is the most realized in healthy individuals who have a strong sense of agency and assertiveness. This drive motivates individuals to engage in activities that bring about positive change and growth, whether it be through pursuing academic endeavors or cultivating a garden. However, Conti also highlights the importance of balancing the generative drive with other factors such as aggression and pleasure seeking. While these traits are natural and vary among individuals, an imbalance in these factors can lead to destructive behaviors. Excess aggression can manifest as envy, where individuals seek to impose themselves on others and take from them. This can result in destructive actions and a sense of discontentment. Similarly, excessive pleasure-seeking can lead to covetousness and destructive behaviors as individuals prioritize their own pleasure over the well-being of others. On the other end of the spectrum, low levels of aggression and pleasure-seeking can result in demoralization. Individuals who lack assertiveness and agency may feel isolated, powerless, and vulnerable, leading to a sense of hopelessness and despair. This demoralization can predispose individuals to depression and other mental health issues. Conti also discusses how demoralized individuals may band together in affiliative groups as a defense mechanism. While affiliation can provide a sense of belonging and support, it can also lead to destructive behaviors if the group's values are harmful or negative. The podcast also touches on the impact of societal standards and pressures on individuals' psychological well-being. Society's emphasis on competition and success can influence individuals to prioritize winning and achievement over inner peace and contentment. This can result in individuals feeling trapped in a cycle of competition and comparison, leading to feelings of unhappiness and discontent. Conti shares anecdotes to illustrate the effects of excess aggression and competition on individuals' mental states. He describes how individuals driven by aggression may channel their energy towards productivity and success, but may not necessarily experience true happiness or fulfillment as a result. In contrast, Conti reflects on his own experience of feeling competitive and pressured to compete with a powerful laboratory in his field. Despite achieving success in publishing papers, he acknowledges that the competitive mindset detracted from his enjoyment and satisfaction in his work. Conti also addresses the issue of over-reductionism in mental health treatment, where medications are often prescribed without a thorough understanding of the underlying psychological factors. He emphasizes the importance of holistic approaches that consider both biological and psychological aspects of mental health. He shares a personal anecdote about his own experience with medication and highlights the limitations of relying solely on pharmacological interventions. He stresses the need for a comprehensive approach to mental health that includes self-exploration, therapy, and, when necessary, medication. By addressing underlying psychological factors and striving for a balance of drives, individuals can work towards achieving a state of peace, contentment, and delight. Conti also discusses the complexity of mental health conditions like narcissism, anxiety, and bipolar disorder, highlighting how these issues are rooted in the structure and function of the self. He emphasizes the importance of understanding these conditions within the framework of the self to develop effective treatment strategies.